In most criminal investigations, there comes a moment when prosecutors realize it's time for an arrest. It's time for the takedown. Given what Donald Trump just said at his recent hate rally, given what he expressly urged his followers to do, we have to ask ourselves, and frankly, we have to ask the Department of Justice, is it finally time to indict and arrest Donald Trump for at least some of his crimes? Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So I think it's fair to ask, will anything Donald Trump ever says or does be viewed as a bridge too far by the Department of Justice? Will there ever come a time when he is such a danger to public safety, when he's such a threat to the health of our democracy, that DOJ will finally say, you know, we've got all this evidence of crime, well beyond the standard required to indict and arrest somebody, probable cause. We have all this evidence against Donald Trump. And I'm not talking about the insurrection and the conspiracy to overturn the results of a presidential election. I'll get to that in a moment. I'm talking about all of the other crimes Donald Trump committed, dating back to 2016, when he was in a conspiracy with Michael Cohen to violate our nation's campaign finance laws so he could steal the 2016 election, crimes for which Michael Cohen has been held accountable, but Donald Trump has never been held accountable. We have evidence well beyond probable cause for many counts of obstruction of justice in Volume 2 of the Trump-Russia report. We've got evidence well beyond probable cause that Donald Trump bribed and extorted President Zelensky. We've got evidence well beyond probable cause that Donald Trump committed any other number of offenses. Witness tampering of Ambassador Yovanovitch, obstructing congressional proceedings, criminal responsibility for avoidable COVID deaths, and on and on. Will anything Donald Trump ever says and does be a bridge too far for the Department of Justice, where it will say, we've got to arrest him for some of those earlier crimes? Now, I understand the insurrection is a big criminal investigation, and DOJ needs time to put it together, and I believe they're working on it, and I believe they're going to move their way up the criminal chain, and they're going to take on and indict the command structure of the insurrection. But that will take time, and it likely won't happen before the public hearings that the House Select Committee has promised us this summer. But there are so many other crimes for which Donald Trump has gone unpunished. And now, Donald Trump has compromised the safety of our nation's teachers. And the question we are left to ask ourselves, as we often do, is what will the Department of Justice do about it? What will they do about this latest travesty? When do we reach the public safety tipping point? When does the Department of Justice start indicting and arresting Donald Trump for at least some of his crimes, thereby protecting our democracy? Not to mention now, protecting our nation's school teachers. Here is how journalist Aaron Rupar summarized some of what Donald Trump said at his latest hate rally. Trump calls on his supporters to, quote, lay down their very lives, close quote, in the fight against critical race theory. And now, friends, let me read you just a short passage of what Donald Trump said at his latest hate rally. I'm not going to play you the clip because I can't imagine anybody wants to hear his droning voice. But here is some of what he told his supporters, some of what he directed them to do at his rally on Saturday. Quote, "Getting critical race theory out of our schools is not just a matter of values, it's also a matter of national survival. We have no choice. The fate of any nation ultimately depends on the willingness of its citizens to lay down, and they must do this, lay down their very lives to defend their country. If we allow the Marxists and the communists and the socialists to teach our children to hate America, there will be no one left to defend our flag or to protect our great country or its freedom." And friends, remember January 6th when Donald Trump told his supporters, "Your vote was stolen from you. You need to march to the Capitol, and if you don't fight like hell, you won't have a country anymore." What did his supporters do in response to that directive? And now we have Donald Trump telling his supporters that teachers are teaching your children to hate America. And if you don't fight by laying down your lives, you won't have a country anymore. How much more inciting to violence must we take? DOJ, I hope you're listening, because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.